Ford Fiesta 2011. So today what we're gonna do, let's check right here if we can get good lighting. See the rear shocks, that one is leaking pretty bad and it's been wiped already. I found that was on my driveway, had a stain, just came suddenly, so that one need to be replaced. The other one is dirty, not leaking, but if you replace one after so many years, I will replace both of them. First thing you want to do is WD-40, put a shot here. Okay, here we'll use less because you need to let it activate, you know, for like about 10-15 minutes. So this is the first thing you want to do on whatever is the one you're replacing, one or both, and then prepare your tools and we'll get that started. Okay guys, what do we need for the job? So we talked about the WD-40. Those are shocks replacement that I got at one of the free auto parts that are very known. They're averaging from $65 to about $90 a piece. I got those one for $68.99 plus tax, so they're not too expensive. The one at $65 were unavailable for whatever reason. You'll need a torque wrench, some thread lock, blue. Show you where to apply that, of course, towel. You need a vice grip and a size 10. That for your wheel to remove, safety glasses, and of course like a regular ratchet key and socket with an extension, size 10 and size 15. A jack to lift up the car, and I will also use my cheater bar for the wheels. It's a lot easier. Okay, let's get started. Jacked it up so the tire is just barely off the floor. That's good enough. Okay, let's remove the wheel. So what's we'll do is was an interesting tip from another fellow YouTuber. Since you need to place it somewhere, you know, for safety, you'd rather damage your wheel and maybe save yourself. So that could be a good trick as well, to place just underneath the car. And I will also use a tripod anyway for safety. So this is secured on that side. I will use the second one. Okay, what you will have to use, you know, what I'm going to use is some blocks. See, I got some 4x4s, and I will just place that underneath. I will need another thin one, so that I will lower the car a little bit. Put some pressure on that bar and will release a little bit of pressure on the shocks. It's gonna lift that up a little bit, release a little bit of pressure, but you barely, just a little bit, you know, like about a quarter inch, that's all you need to release. So let's get another piece of wood and some almost flush with it. Okay, that should work, and very close. So like that I can lower that a little bit over there, release some pressure, and then I can start working on it. So this one is a size 15. Just need the ratchet on that. And on top of it, you may see inside you have two size 10 on both sides of it. So one is easily accessible, the other one is quite easy on your side. But if you need to improve the access, which I will do, just remove that clip right here. Just remove the clip, and this is pretty flexible, so then you can put that on the side, unscrew the other one, and we're good to go. Okay, let's get that and let's take that apart. And lower that one notch. Here we go. It's loose, but pretty close here. I lowered that a little bit, put some pressure on it, it lifted up a little bit. So now we just need to take that apart. Socket 15. The lights right here. Okay, like you can see, I ran into a slight issue. You watch on the bottom of the shock. You have a nut right here, that one looks pretty rounded, and you know why. This is a screw, this is a 15mm, this is the one you want to unscrew and put WD-40 on. That one is welded actually on that bracket, so you won't do nothing with that one. And this is an 18mm as well. So don't touch that one, WD-40 on that one, 15mm. So I'm gonna jack the car up, I'm gonna release the pressure of the shocks, putting a block of wood underneath that, so I can remove the bottom. I will unclip the shroud right here to access with my my extension the two 10mm on both sides of the shocks. Take it apart, and then I will go to the next section. Let's go. Use a breaker bar, 15mm socket. Let's release some pressure a little bit. It came off pretty easily with the pressure released. You can see on that bolt they use some thread locker blue color. Okay, now I'm gonna get a plier, remove that little clip, and we'll go to those 10mm. Try to gently remove that. They're supposed to be a one-time use. The one is just right here. But it's supposed to be a one-time use. But if you remove them pretty quickly, I'm pretty sure I will be able to reuse that. Integrity looks very good. So then you can remove that. You will have a lot of dust and dirt coming from behind. So you might want to use some safety glasses as you're leaning underneath. Which is what I'm going to do, because if not, that's what is going down. And you can see right there. So you'll get a lot of crap coming. You can see one of them, the other one is on the other side. It'll be difficult to see. I'm going to remove those. Without the camera I cannot hold everything, it's a very tight corner. But this is why you want to put safety glasses. You see all the dirt that fell off. Want to be careful because you'll get plain in your face. You don't need that long of an extension. Just that. I have a longer one, but it's on my 3/8 and my 3/8 ratchet is broken. But about a 4 inches plus the socket will work just fine, at least on that side. Okay, the two 10mm are off. So that should come by itself. Here we go. So as you can see, it's very dirty, but very easy. Remember those two 10mm, they're torqued at 20 foot-pound, even 18, so it's pretty easy to disassemble. So now we need to remove that nut, keep that assembly, we'll put that on the new shocks. So use a vice grip right here, use a 10mm wrench right here, and let's remove that, clean it, and assemble that on a new shock. Here we go. Remove that little nut, don't lose it. That's the assembly. You have the new shocks. You have a little bracket that you need to pop right here. It's gonna decompress. checking they're the same size. I'm gonna pop that bracket out. Here we go. Pop that bracket. This slowly extending, and you can compress that by hand. Then get the cover that was on it. Put the top. Put back the nut on it. And same thing in the reverse. Clean the floor a little bit, but once it's mounted, you can rotate it pretty much the way you want. So actually all the way you want. I'm gonna put that on the side, clean underneath, and then we'll use a blue red locks thread lock after I can clean a little bit and buff your screws so you have a cleaner surface to put your thread locker on. So now I'm gonna use a torque wrench, set up, not sure if you can see that, here to 20, a short 20. That one is a 2120 foot per pound. We're supposed to tie the two nuts, the 210 screws at 10, the 210 millimeter to 18 foot pounds, and the bottom one is 85. So I do like a short 20 here. I'm gonna tighten that, use my extension, and then we'll do the bottom one. Okay, then I'm gonna raise the jack a little bit just to align the bottom of the shock, and check as I'm raising right here, check right here. We'll go. Should be a lot easier. Put the screw. There we go, and it goes in. So I'm gonna take it back out, put the blue thread locker on that, and then put that in. So I'm pre-tightening with a regular one, then I'm going to use the torque wrench to torque that to 85 foot-pound, and then we're done. Just need to put the wheel and jack the car down and go to the second shocks. Don't forget to put the cuff back, hand it up, and press your clip back in. There we go. Here, that little clip. Yeah, that's how it clips back on it. And here you have a little notch as well. Yeah, I should have put that before, but here we go. Notch that clip, and we're good to go. Okay, I'm gonna jack down the car and tighten a little bit more the tire to the proper foot, to the proper torque, and then we're good. Thanks for watching, and put a thumbs up if you like it. Thank you.